All I know is the beat, beat, beat.
Hey everybody, my name is Deb Reimer and this is Music Makers, our show that features all original music. And today we're so thrilled because we have the wonderful Sue Decker and Gavin Hodgins in the studio. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Sue because I've known Sue a lot longer. Sue is exactly. Sue is a Canadian roots artist. And I like that your website says that your music inhabits the borderlands where blues, folk, country, and soul meet. Wow, that's some place. Sue played her first guitar chords at the age of 35. Mm-hmm. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
I think when we hooked up, it was around 2019 when you released your debut full-length album called The Outskirts of Love. I still have it in rotation in my car.
Nice.
And got a lot of international support and good feedback from that album. And then in March 2024, Sue released her second album, Keeping Time. And that was a collaboration with the wonderful Steve Dawson. So I hope we're going to hear a little bit about that. So we're going to hear some songs from you today. Some songs that, well, they're all original songs, but some songs featuring you and one featuring Gavin. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how you and Gavin came to be.
How we came to be, how we met.
Yeah.
We were both attending a blues workshop down in Port Townsend, Washington. It's
I
a
know
wonderful
that one.
organization called Centrum, has workshops all the time, and big fan of the acoustic blues workshop. So we went down there, and a friend of ours, mutual friend from Nanaimo, introduced us. A fellow Canadian, you got to meet this fellow Canadian. And that was the start of it all.
It was. We moved recently to a new place where we each have our own music space.
Wow.
And we can play together too.
And the neighbors don't complain.
And the neighbors don't complain. That's really great. Your first song, Woman Who Has No Child. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. The spark for the song, a lot of times when I'm writing songs, there's an initial spark.
Yes.
And then it takes me down all kinds of pathways, and I just follow it. And the initial spark for this one was actually an Emily Carr story that she'd written.
Wow.
Yeah, it was about a woman who was on her deathbed, so that's in the lyric. And she had no children, this woman. And so it was kind of about, the community around her and not necessarily having children to kind of, be there. And so that really sparked interest for me. I don't have kids myself, and that's always a journey, kind of working through that. So, and then it started me thinking along the lines of, sometimes we feel like in life we've got one thing that we're here for. And I think for a lot of women, we feel like it's being a mom, and when you don't have that in your life, how do you navigate, And so it got me thinking about other things, like the other lyrics are about a farmer who has no land and a preacher who has no faith, and, so the thing that you really tie yourself to in your life, and when you don't have that, what do you do, so.
What does a farmer who has no land do every morning with his idle hands? Got seeds in his pocket, he's got no place to plant, but he is a farmer who has no land. Oh, his brother the wind, how he understands. Rain his companion, the sun his right-hand man. The wisdom of the ages still at his command. He is a farmer who has no land. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, listen to dare to say I am a preacher who has no faith. Oh, imagine the silence in the church that day. Who will cast the first stone at the man who's lost his way? Who is gonna stand up, minister, and pray for the lonely preacher who has no faith? Oh, oh, pray for the preacher who has no faith. Oh, now what does a woman who has no child do on her deathbed? Can you hear her cry? Have I been forsaken by the tree of life? I'm a dying woman who has no child. Pray for the preacher who has no faith. Yes, and mourn for the woman who has no child.
I will.
I will.
Tell me.
I will.
What will you?
I will dance. I will breathe. I will. That song actually got its start when I was on a road trip down to Wyoming and down to a music workshop. And I was listening to a CD that had my favorite dobro player on it, Rob Ickes. And there was a song, just a melody line that just really grabbed me. And so that's how that song, the melody started. And then, you know, it's about kind of just carpe diem, you know, seize the day, like, you know, but it's also about, you know, these days, Mother Earth, the climate is going through a hard time kind of thing, but there's also moments where, like, I try to remember to celebrate the earth, you know, and what it offers us. And so there's a lot of references in that to the natural world, and yeah.
Great.
Start the day on my hands and knees, bowing to the sun. All I know is the beat, 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 beating of a distant drum that's calling, calling me. Oh, and I will dance on your mountain high. And I will breathe your wind. And I'll lie in healing waters and take my If I move, will you hold, 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 hold me? I'm ready now for your love to flow. Oh, and I will dance on your mountain high, and I will breathe your wind, and I'll lie in healing waters and take my fill from your fountain deep below. Leave the shade of this mercy tree, hot tears coming on. I leave behind all the fears, the years of fears. Oh, I'm coming home like a river, river to the sea. Oh, and I will dance on your mountain high, and I will breathe your wind, and I'll lie in healing waters and take my fill from your fountain deep below.
I love this next song.
Ah,
I have it, I listen to it in my car a lot. And it reminds me so much about what's happening in our lovely city here with the folks that are unhoused and all of the challenges they face. So
absolutely.
is that what
That's what
started
it's
you
about.
out?
That's what it's about. We actually used to live not far from Pandora Avenue and Cook, where you know, that's kind of Victoria's ground zero for folks that are, you know, in a lot of distress, living on the street and dealing with addictions and mental health issues. And I wrote it because I felt like at some point I started to get desensitized to it. And I was actually going to a music store one day, and there was a fellow on the boulevard who was in some kind of distress. And, you know, I thought, at what point have I started to just walk by somebody who's in distress right there? You know, how did that all come about? So it's just about the mixture of feelings of, you know, feeling like, oh, I should be helping this person, you know, but also there's fear there, right? That somehow there's a danger, you know, and how do I, it's a push-pull. And, you know, so when I wrote The Lost Ones, I thought about how obviously those people are in a lot of distress, their families are in a lot of distress, for sure, but it affects all of us. And, you know, it just feels like you're just so powerless as one person to try to help you know. So, yeah, so that's what that one's about.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's great to hear about it.
Thanks.
They all seem lost living on the boulevard. When I head down that way, my body stands on guard. All the drugs, the danger and distress. How did it get this far? Fear wins the battle in my heart. I keep passing by the lost ones, feeling powerless to help someone with a loaded gun. No one of us can bear the damage done. How did we all become the lost ones? It's the hottest day of the year, no shade in sight. I see a guy in bad shape, his frozen eyes meet mine. Then he spews anger and lashes out his enemy inside. I turn away and hope he stays alive. I keep passing by the lost ones, feeling powerless to help someone with a loaded gun. Oh, there's no one of us can bear the damage done. How did we all become the lost ones? He's got a family somewhere who shares his pain. I wonder if she found him, what his mom would say. She'd say he's not a junkie, he's my precious son. All I can do is pray. He runs away from any kind of grave. I keep passing by the lost ones, feeling powerless to help someone with a loaded gun. Oh, no one of us can bear the damage done. How did we all become the lost ones?
And the very last song features
My turn.
Gavin Hawkins. And it's the Extinction Blues.
Well, I wrote this quite a while ago, and it was not intended to be political. Now it's kind of becoming topical with things that are going on. But it was actually inspired by the music of Son House and Robert Johnson, that early Delta blues that I love so much. That mixed with the Far Side cartoons by Gary Larson.
Oh.
He did a lot of great cartoons about dinosaurs, and one in particular struck my fancy and ended up as a song.
Great. Well, I can't wait to hear it.
dinosaurs used to be so fine. Now everywhere I look I see dinosaurs are dying. Life of the dinosaur used to be so fine. But every time I turn around, big dino friends and I'm starting to worry, 'cause I just don't see anyone around here that still looks like me. It's been days since I've seen someone like me. But we got fish crawling out of the ocean, monkeys come down from a tree. It's getting hot in here and air's getting thin. Need somebody gonna teach me to swim. I said, Lord, Lord, teach me to swim. With all this armor plating on my back, you know, my future looks pretty grim. Tell my future, Sue. Some folks say Extinction Blues ain't so bad. Must not have been the Extinction Blues they had. Some folks say Extinction Blues ain't so bad. But if I live to see tomorrow, people, you know I'll be glad. You find my body, be kind to me. Dust off my bones for the whole world to see. If you find my body, please be kind to me. Dust off my bones for the whole world to see. Maybe start a museum. It's over now, I don't know why. My turn has come unless I can learn to fly. It's over now, time to say goodbye. I'm the last of my species and I must be saying goodbye. I'm the last of my species and I must be saying goodbye.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about recording with Steve Dawson.
Sure, yes.
Because he's quite a celebrated
He's pretty amazing.
guy.
Yeah.
And
What a nice guy,
what was that
apparently.
like?
Yeah. It was a whirlwind. Yeah, it was a whirlwind. I went down to Nashville where he's based now. I had recorded my first album here in Victoria with a fellow called Win Gogol, and it was an amazing experience. My first album, I learned so much. We did it over a period of more than a year, trouncing over to his studio once or twice a month. So with Steve, I've always been a huge fan of his music and his producing, and I just thought, I'm just gonna contact him and say, hey, can I record with you? And he said, sure. So
Come on down.
Yeah, so I went down there, and the way he records is live off the floor. So all the musicians are together in a room. You know, we sort of work out the song together, and then there's some recording that's done afterwards in terms of some other vocals and lead guitar, that sort of thing. But the bulk of the song is recorded all together. Everybody playing music together, and so he brings in. You know, the bass player is Dave Jakes, who was John Prine's bass player, and, you know, he brings these people in that are just astonishing. So for me coming into it, I was fairly intimidated, and I tried to, you know, muster my, my chutzpah.
And you were very prepared.
I was very prepared. I did prepare quite a bit because I knew it was going to be like this. And so we recorded 7 songs in 2.5 days. And then Steve and I sat down and edited and started the mix, and then I flew back to Victoria and he finished that up. And so, you know, it all happens really quickly. But he's just an amazing, not just musician, but engineer and mixer, you know.
He's got it all.
He does.
Very talented,
Yeah. And so it was a really great experience. Yeah.
So who are your big influences?
We both love like early acoustic blues, and early blues women are really big inspirations for me, you know. This was not an easy road for a lot of these women,
right.
you know, and just their determination and is you know, really, really inspiring. Songwriting wise, I of course love Lucinda Williams. You know, she's obviously a big influence for me with songwriting. Someone else who's a real inspiration is Sue Foley.
Mm.
Yeah, she has so much going on. She's, I think, one of the best guitar players in the world. And she writes and sings, and you know, she's just a going concern. But she does both electric kind of stuff and she does acoustic as well. And so that's always kind of inspiring for me to be in both worlds a little bit, because I love all of it.
I want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much, Sue and Gavin, for joining us today on Music Makers and sharing your talents and some wonderful stories, and so
Thank
glad that
you.
we
Our
had
pleasure.
you.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
so
inviting
much.
us.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime, my pleasure. And a big thank you to John McKenzie, who puts everything together behind the scenes for this show, and the wonderful volunteers that work on site here as we do each of these segments. Thank you so much for all your hard work. We're looking forward to seeing you next time on Music Makers. We'll see you then.
All I know is the beat, 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 beating of a distant drum.